Hi everyone, Beth Cristiano, Pretty Paws Mobile Grooming, and Paisley. Now we're here to talk about using the clipper in the genital area. So when working inside the genital area, there's a lot of skin flaps that we have to be very careful of. All right, so this area right here where the leg connects to the body, this flap is like offender number one. This is the one that even most groomers have a lot of trouble with and cause injuries. If this gets cut, most likely this pet will need to have stitches. So you have to be very careful about this. When I spoke about it earlier, I talked about stretching the skin taut. So if you're working in this area, see what happens when you stretch the skin? There's much less dangling. It makes it much easier. So it's a little, there's still plenty hanging, but that flap is now gone. This is down in her abdomen. All right, so first thing first with clippering, you want to keep the skin taut. So that's how I'm working with that. The next thing is when I'm working in an area like this, again, to keep that clipper parallel with the body, okay? Not perpendicular, scraping the skin. So keep it parallel, and then you're going to work, stop little one. And stop little one. She's got tiny little midget legs, so it's hard to get her leg high enough, and she's 15. So I'm going to keep the parallel, and then when I get up in here, I'm going to use a scooping motion. All right, so just so you can see. And it doesn't even need to touch her body. I can skim some of that hair away. But again, I'm working away from all those edges. I'm not ever going right into it. I'm scooping away. All right, so now it's cleaned up. It's much cleaner. You can have a seat. What I also want to talk about is with older pets, with geriatric pets. Realize that they may have some arthritis, they may have some pain. So you can't hike their legs up into an angle which is not natural for them. Dogs, the way they naturally move, front legs are forward and back. So if you take a leg and try to hike it out to the side, see how she starts fighting? It's because that's uncomfortable. That's not her natural range. So you stay with the natural range and you adjust how your body is. Okay? They do lift their legs like this. You know, we see boys, they hike their leg up and that's how they go to the bathroom. That's why we can do that with the back end. A lot of people will want to pick them up by the front legs and go in and clean that way. I am not saying that it can't be done that way. It can be. However, can you please move in nice and close? When they're lifted up like this, that flap is hanging out there quite dangerously. So be careful not to go in like this because you are going to cut that flap of skin. If you pick them up, you have to work at it this way. All right, it's also not going to help you get all the way back to the vulvar area. So that is clippering the sanitary region.